class. Today we will learn about the structure of an atom. Now, what do you mean by atom? Atoms are nothing but the building block of matter. Building blocks of matter. Now, what is this matter? Right? Matter is nothing but anything that is having mass and that occupies space is matter. For example, if you see this marker only, this is having some mass and this is occupying some space on a table. So this is a matter. So if we break matter into pieces, the smallest last part of a matter is an atom, right? So if we discuss the properties of an atom, what we can say, atom cannot be divided further. Right? Now the second property of atom is it is small in size, very small in size. Now it is such small that you cannot see with naked eyes. Some scientists and researchers have done this research on structure of an atom, and they have told us that this atom is spherical in shape. Now, after properties, we will discuss the structure of an atom. Like, if you make this spherical shape, I am not making this as atom. This is nucleus, which is situated in an atom. This is a part of an atom. What does this nucleus contains? This contains two things. First is protons and the second is neutrons. This consists of protons and neutrons. Now you might be curious about that there are three things in an atom: electrons, protons and neutrons. But electrons, neutrons and protons, where are these electrons? These electrons are not situated inside the nucleus. The electrons are in a shell outside this nucleus. Like, for example, here this is an electron. Electrons are not inside the nucleus. Now, generally it is said that atoms are electrically neutral. We have got one more property: atoms are electrically neutral. Now, what do you mean by electrically neutral? It means number of protons and number of electrons in an atom, number of protons is equal to number of electrons in an atom. That's why an atom is electrically neutral. These protons are always positive in nature, electrons are negative in nature. So number of protons is equal to number of electrons, and these are electrically neutral. And these neutrons does not have any charge. There is no charge on neutrons. So you might be thinking, if the neutrons are not having any charge, why are these placed inside this nucleus? This is because if protons are only placed inside the nucleus, there will be only positive charge inside the nucleus, and all the positive charges will repel each other, because we know similar charges repel each other. And if there is negative and positive sign, they attract each other, and if there is similar signs, they will repel each other. And this neutron is present inside the proton to stop this repulsion. That is why neutrons are present, to stop that repulsion, so that atom does not get disturbed, right? Now we will move further to the shells. These new electrons are present in these shells. These are known as shells. Here we will learn about 4 shells: K, L, M, N, though there are many more shells. Shells are also known as energy levels. Energy levels. This has one more name: orbit. Orbits around the nucleus, right? These shells. Now we can say this is K shell and this is L shell, this is M shell, and so on, right? Now we will learn further these shells. Now K shell has N is equal to 1. L shell is denoted by N is equal to 2, and so on. Therefore, the number of electrons in a shell can be calculated by a formula. Number of electrons in a shell is given by 2n square. If for K shell, number of electrons in K shell would be 2 multiplied 1 square is equal to 2, and number of electrons in L shell is equal to 2 multiplied 2 square, that is 2 multiplied 4 is equal to 8 electrons are present in L shell. This 8 is a very important number because from this we can judge that an atom is stable or unstable. If the outermost shell is having 8 electrons, then it is stable. Otherwise it is unstable. For example, we take neon gas. Neon gas, 10 is the periodic number, right? Now number of electrons in the outer shell are 8. One shell, one more shell, the outer electrons, this is nucleus, this is K shell, and this is L shell, right? So this is stable because 2 are present in K and 8 are present in L shell. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons in outermost shell. That is why neon is a stable component, stable, right? Now we will revise the concept in the end, the structure of an atom. You must be clear about the concept. What we have discussed, atoms are the building blocks of matter. This is a nucleus, right? And this nucleus is having shells. This nucleus is having shells. It can have many shells, and we have discussed 4 shells till now, and this nucleus is having protons and neutrons inside. Protons and neutrons, and these shells are having electrons. These shells are having electrons, and these are named as, like, first shell is K, L, M, N. These are so on, right? If you have any doubts, you can discuss in the next classes. And thank you for watching this video.